Y'all. Welcome back, man. Let's talk about what I did over the summer. Unfiltered too, by the way. We're gonna talk about everything. Um, I think the last time I talked to y'all was definitely over a month ago at this point. It might even be a month and a half, closer to 2 months. Uh I talked about Gotta Eat, and we did 7 episodes. I considered that a win, yada yada. And I think I mentioned that after I do the next season with the champions, I'm gonna put the bow on it and put it on the shelf. Gotta Eat is done. I'm gonna tell you why Gotta Eat is done today. After I do the next season, it's done. Now I can't. It's a lot of planning and preparation on my end that goes into the show, the casting, the all right, what's on the menu, the getting the team involved behind the scenes, making sure that the location is already locked in because it's neighborhood grocery, but just to make double check and make sure that is trying to make sure we got the sponsorship episodes locked in. It's a lot that goes into it, and what I can't have is preparing for like casting and then having a set number of people sign up and agree to come at a certain date and time and don't show up at all. Meanwhile, I'm prepared. Say I'm prepared for 50 people and only half of those people show up. But I'm prepared for food to be on a like game show eating, heavy eating for 50 people. And now after the show, I got all this extra. I got all this extra and I got all this extra time that I had planned for. And this happened the first time we filmed the first season when I was filming at when it was called Street Cred, now called Cred Cafe, when I filmed in. And then when I filmed in January, Neighborhood Grocery, it happened. And also the third season, it happened again. It's like, all right, I'm telling my team, all right, we got 40 people signed up. If we do that, we got over 10 episodes. And then I sent the reminders of the times and the day for people, right? Even people, what's crazy is that when I sent the invites out, there's people that confirmed and was like, all right, see you then, see you today at this time, and still didn't show up. That is not fun for me. Like, that is not fun for me, man. But the thing about it is, we still bang out a bunch of episodes. And once again, I don't know nobody like me doing it like me or my team, any of that. I don't know nobody that can do what I do. All I need is the resources. All I need is the resources, whether it be the money, whether it be more equipment, whether it be more space, wherever it is. All I need is the resources, and I can make it happen. I'm very confident I can make that happen, right? So that's what I'm like. The next morning, I remember I was with Kayla and her husband Marcus, and I'm telling them like, yeah, I can't do it. Of course, they trying to encourage me, but I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it no more. My mind was already made up. At like that day, the last time I got to eat, we had over 40 people sign up and only 20 some people showed up. So I'm not about to keep putting myself out there to have people kind of, I feel like, snatch the rug from under me because I have no control over this once people sign up. I remember maybe not handful. I'm gonna say back to 21, maybe 22. I remember I was casting for a game show host for Gotta Eat and Gas Money, which is the show I'm filming this weekend as I'm recording. I'm filming that this weekend. And over 3 hours, only one person showed up, and she showed up the last 3 minutes. And at that point, I was so over it. Now, I don't remember her name. If I saw her face, I probably remember the face. But at that point, I was like, bro, we not doing this. We not doing this. Thank you for your time, but I'm not looking for a host, bro. And that day, we had about 30 to 40 people sign up, but nobody showed up. One person did, but nobody showed up. I'm not going to keep allowing that to happen. So Gotta Eat, done after this, right? So I told you we filming Gas Money this weekend with my dog Trey. I want to get at least 3 episodes in on that. That is going to be a little bit of different because it's going to be man on the street style. But I think that we gonna get it. We gonna get some great content this weekend. And like I said, I hope to get at least 3 episodes of that. What else is on my mind? I'm on the Pistons head this season with merchandising. I am on their head this season. I might have talked about it in a vlog or maybe a Sincerely Yours thought dump where I looked at like the staffing and I just feel like there's no real. I did talk about this. I had the green and white striped shirt on. I was like, there's no real Detroiters in the room. There's nobody that understands the history. You have people from Ohio doing Ohio State night in Michigan. That's how off the rails that is over there. You have no relation to any kind of history outside of generic t-shirts, that Bad Boys t-shirts that they've been recycling for the last 30, 40 years. It's almost like nobody in the room knows the history. Nobody is a real Pistons fan. I'm on their head this season, though. I'm on their head this season. You can bet that. Yep. I feel like I need to, right now in my career, I'm at a crossroads where I need to shake the table a little bit. Whatever that means. I gotta splash around in the water a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Create new waves a little bit. That's what I feel like in my career. And with the shop, that's what I'm about to do. When I see, oh man, I feel like I'm about to go on a rant. But when I see, and then when I see, not even when the Pistons official merchandise, I see other brands like, I don't know if it's Santa or Sanaa. And I see how popular, this ain't even hate, I see how popular that is when I go to the games or when I'm downtown when the game is happening, or if you're on the street, you could walk through the streets, you window shop. When you pass all the stores that's downtown now, when you pass all them stores and you look in some of the windows, the clothing stores, you see a lot of the same variation of the Warren Lotus design with the skeleton, the Ghost Rider kind of feel with the sports teams and the actual players and things like that. It's so many knockoffs of that. And what's so crazy about me is I can't see myself biting somebody else's whole swag like that. I can't see that. I can't see myself doing that. And people are eating from that though. People are eating from biting other people's swag. I already told y'all how I feel about the people that live in the far suburbs that ain't even considered Metro Detroit, getting off selling Detroit merchandise. I do my research on these things before I speak on it. I do my research. Then you have them officially collaborating with the Pistons, Tigers, Lions. I'm not sure about the Red Wings. I don't follow the Wings. So I'm not totally sure what their merchandising look like. But between them three teams, what I'm seeing, whack. Now, I'm a hoop fan more than anything. I like football too, but I'm a basketball fan. That's my first love. The Pistons, all of that. So I'm on their head this season. Every design I feel like that crosses my mind, I'm dropping it. I don't care whether it's good, bad, indifferent. I'm dropping them. And I want to shake the table with that. I really do. I do. So we'll see how that goes. What else is on my mind? Oh, let's talk about what I did this summer. Right after we filmed, not even that, the week leading up to us filming Gotta Eat, you know, I don't know if I really talked about this for real, but my son has been going all summer with his mom. His mom lives out of state. So Jordan has been going all summer. I said to myself, I need to find something to do to maximize my time while he's gone. I'm going to have a lot of extra time on my hands. So first thing that came out of my mind was shooting a reality show. I had somebody pop in my mind instantly. It's almost like the two ideas went hand in hand. I sat on it for about a week. The idea for about a week, and just to make sure that I was making the right decision of the person to reach out to and work with. And it only made sense. Because it wasn't nobody else that really came close to what I was looking for. And this person gave me what I was looking for. And I could talk about it now because we've already filmed the show. So that's coming in the fall as well. We've already filmed the show. I told you that I want to do a block of shows like what I used to see on UPN or the WB, where they have TGIF or SNCC. All of those, you get where they have a block of like from 8 to 10, where it's like banger after banger after banger after banger. I want to do that with Gotta Eat. I want to do that with this reality show that's we just wrapped up the week before. Last week. We just wrapped it up last week. I got another game show coming. I still got more episodes of it happening in Detroit coming, and I want to be able to, and we still got XGN on the label. So I want to drop banger after banger. I have to mention, I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Man, I'm not even gonna talk about that yet because I ain't even. We start next week, but I need to start first before I talk about this because this has been in the air for a while and it ain't in stone totally yet. But yeah, so I filmed a reality show, man, and I filmed it all summer. So why haven't y'all got to eat yet? Y'all haven't got to eat yet because I quite honestly I haven't had really the time to really sit with it. Even though I got a formula of how the episode's supposed to look and feel and bounce and all that, I get that. But my any extra time I had was dedicated to filming and resting. And also I had to make time for dating, which is a segue into that. I was dating for this entire summer. It's the first time in a long time I could say that. I was dating. Didn't work out. Okay? It didn't work out, but that's okay. What that let me know, that confidence is super sky high with my career, my 9 to 5 at work. They finally gave me the green light. So now you're gonna see more of my stamp on my projects and where I work. Once the other lady kind of moved out of the way, they gave me the green light now to do what I want. And that's what you're gonna start seeing. What was I saying? Damn, what was I saying? Oh, I feel confident my 9 to 5 with the network. I'm a 12 out of 10 right now, bro. 12 out of 10. I could do literally, like I said, whatever I want. I woke up one day, said I wanted to do a reality show, thought about it, reached out. She said yes. The week after that, we started filming July 3rd. That weekend of July 27th or 28th or June 28th, I filmed Gotta Eat. That following week, I got started with her. And we got about, I don't know how many days we filmed, but July 3rd to today is, what's today? Hold on. September 3rd. Well, a week ago. That's how long we were filming. So all of July, all of August, we were filming. First reality show on the Uprising Network. More on that soon, probably within the next week. I'm gonna chop up a trailer while I'm editing it, and probably next week you'll probably hear more about that. Back to dating. Yeah, that didn't work, but my confidence, like I said, with my job, with my network / my label, and that's including the Uprising shop. That's including Create Responsibly. That's including all the whole Uprising Network umbrella. I'm about to shake the table with the shop though. And then with even my personal life. I am so at peace at the way my life has shook out. I'm knocking on 40. And I'm so at peace with how it's landed. I've had times where I'm stressing because I just don't know what's next. And I don't know what's next because I was just very unsure and insecure about where I am in my career. Right? And I feel like man, I feel like I could throw my cape on, bro. I feel like I'm right around the corner from my life changing. Everything is coming together. Everything is coming together, man. Everything is coming together to the point where now I have people wanting me. I'm past the people inquiring about a podcast. I'm past that. Like the people that's reaching out to me. I'm past those people reaching out to me. The people that's reaching out to me want me to produce whole projects for them. Not no podcasts, not no interviews, no. Produce whole projects, shows for them now. And now that's where the big bucks come in at. I'm finally getting to that point. And for years, I would kind of sway away from doing things for the money. I'm off that, bro. Now that I wrapped up the reality show, I almost said who it was with. Now that I wrapped up the reality show, we got a season of Gotta Eat under the belt. We got a season. I'm calling it a season. It's only going to be a few episodes for this time. But a season of Gas Money. And then I got a few episodes of It Happened in Detroit written that ain't about sports. that ain't about sports. And I think that I can become a Detroit documentarian, and that's what I'm going to do. What happened in Detroit? It'll be a little long form, a little more insightful. Everything ain't gonna be about sports. I know my first like 4 episodes was about sports, but I can move on from that. Maybe mix some sports in, but there's plenty of other things that I could talk about in Detroit other than just sports. Um, yeah, okay. So I said I was gonna start doing it for the money, and I realized that more when I went out to Vegas last week. I went out to Vegas last week to go get my son. And while I was out dilly dallying for 3 days, I said to myself, man, I gotta start doing stuff for the money again. When I was doing stuff for the money, I've had waves of doing stuff for the money, right? Meaning projects I'm not necessarily committed to. It's just a service that I'm providing. When I say I'm doing it for the money, it's just a service I'm providing. Right. And when I used to do that, I remember early the music video days when I was doing it for the money. A lot of music videos, bro, I was hating them, bro. I was hating doing music videos, dog. Some people I liked working with. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy working with quite a few of them. But working with rappers, bro. Uh-oh, my mic fell. Man, working with rappers, dog. Let me tell you. I had a conversation with another photographer no, he was a photographer. A couple weeks ago. Working with rappers is poverty, bro. Like I don't even know what another way to say it. Like, and I'm putting I'm sorry, I gotta put all rappers under here, bro. Like I know it ain't all of y'all, but the stories that man, I need to do a series on that and call all the videographers in that's actually been doing stuff around the city for years that I done bumped into. I should sit down with them and do a series with that, and we just talk about our stories as videographers. And I know I can relate to whatever they talking to. I can relate to it. Only thing is, I ain't never had no guns pointed at the camera, nothing like that. But I've had moments where it's like, I got to get out of here. I've definitely had moments like that for sure. So I'm feeling really good across the board. I had an incredible summer. My son just started school today. 7th grade, bro. 7th grade. Man, time is flying, bro. I used to carry him around in his what they call that? The car seat. Bro, I used to carry him around in the car seat to shoots. The baby stroller. He'd have the pacifier. Sitting now he in 7th grade. He done seen it literally all his life before he could put words together. Before he was crawling, I was taking him to video shoots. When he was in his mama's stomach, she was at video shoots with me. 7th grade. Wow. Wow. Okay. What else I got to say? I'm just dumping right now. I'm just dumping. What else I got to say? I really do want to take a break. I really do. I was saying all summer, I said, man, after September, I want to wrap this up and go dark. Like, I want to wrap this up and go dark. So for the month of September, I still got shoots that I got on the board to scheduled. I got to do Black Tech Saturdays, digital empowerment event. That's on the 26th, I think. My son starts soccer soon. No, this week he starts soccer, actually. September is still very busy. But October, I want to shut it down. I want to shut it down for like 4 to 6 months. I don't want to shoot anything new. I'm going to give it to about maybe October 15th. And I want to shut it down the rest of the year. I do. I want to shut it down the rest of the year. And I feel like I can. Why not? I feel like I can. I make the decisions. I can do that. I just don't have nothing. I just got to make sure my plate is completely clear when I do that. I got to make sure it's completely clear. Sinus is acting up. From there, still dumping, by the way. So from there, what's my plan after October? Excuse me. My plan after October is to start working on scripted content. After October, I definitely feel like I want to shut it down and work on scripts for like until the spring and like hibernation season. That's what I want to do during hibernation season. That's what I want to do. I want to start working on my first short or a handful of shorts. I already have the concept for like 4 episodes of this not even the scripted grocery store show that I talked about a couple years ago, which that's still on the floor too, but just not yet. I got some things that I've already started formulating, and I got to put a team together for that. And bro, life is turning out to be exactly what I want it to be. I also feel like I want to do an event soon. An event for what though? I do not know. I don't know. I don't know what the event would be. And it's gotten cool. It like the summer I wanted to do a pop up, a couple of them, but I was just between filming the show and taking time to myself, and like I said, taking time. Hey, um, what am I forgetting? Bear with me. I'm not editing it. I'm not chopping this up at all. I'm gonna just take it from the camera, add my little sprinkles on top, and throw it on YouTube directly. It's probably gonna go out tonight. It's only I still got the Las Vegas time on my. It's only 7:30. Um, yeah, short films, and from there, I've all. I'm not gonna go on down my thoughts about the movies on Tubi. I think the movies on Tubi are art. They're art. Now I took a stroll on Tubi recently. Recently, within the last couple weeks, I took a stroll on Tubi, and my thoughts are still the same. I'm just tired of everybody being in distress. The sun shines here too, bro. And that's what my scripted content is going to look like. The sun shines here too. We're going to have a good time. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's it, y'all. I don't know how long I've been talking. It looked like it says 26 minutes on the recorder. That's a good time. So until next time, man, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking if it's anything else. No, that's everything. That's everything. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not as structured as I may have been, but I just need to get all this off my mind and into the digital space so I can move on. So until next time, man, keep supporting the Uprising Network. Visit the Uprising shop. I got a couple hats on there. I still got a few hoodies on there from last season. One sale, by the way. They've been $40 for the last like 4 months. But now that the weather is going to change, I need to get some more colors. Right now, I only got burgundy and green, and then I got a bunch of other samples that I'm not gonna sell. I think I got some black too. So that's all I got right now. I'm gonna add another color within the weeks to come. But yeah, man, that's everything. Everything is moving. I'm right where I need to be. I feel really good. I feel really great about where I'm supposed to be. And that's right where I am. So until next time.